and your friends can join in now. Okay, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to this special event. This event is a celebration of designing. Like, I have no doubt that you will leave this event inspired, motivated, and like equipped with knowledge and tools to drive your change in the journey of building solutions. This session is particularly organized under Solutions Challenge, for which we have had the info sessions before. So it is like in the series of the solution challenge where you all are building some amazing solutions for 17 sdgs we are trying to solve the problems of. Okay, so we have brought one of the most innovative minds to share their experience, insights and ideas with all of you. It is now my privilege to introduce our speaker, Mr. Devendra Tayade. He is a product designer and a community leader with tons of experience in his field. He has established himself as a leading voice and a true thought leader. So, Devendra will be unpacking UX for all of us. So, without any further ado, I would like to hand over the stage to Devendra. Devendra, are you there?
Yes, I am just checking up
Cool.
with the mic.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Is my mic visible? Sorry, is my camera visible?
Yes, you are visible
Sharing the.
and you are good to go.
Hi, Abhishek. Hello, everyone. So I just wrap up with some settings, and we'll start with the. Or hello, Prahlad. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? It's a pretty great evening, right? Okay.
I would like to like encourage all of you to like ask questions, keep the session as interactive as possible, share your experiences, and try to engage in all the activities that we have planned for you.
Yeah. Is my screen visible, right? Yes. It is visible. So hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Devendra Tayade. I'm a product designer. I'm digital product designer. I'm a UX enthusiast. I'm UX designer. I'm leading a committee of Microsoft Learn Student committee at my campus. Besides that, I'm a Beta Microsoft Learn Student ambassador. I'm community enthusiast. I'm a mentor. I'm mentoring a student current right now in the Microsoft. And yeah, I'm the speaker for the today's session. It's such a privilege to GDC JSCOE and other GDCs to invite me for the such amazing session you have planned, and I'll hope all the knowledge I can bring to you. It's just cherry on the tip, whatever the project you are going to build and whatever the industry needs you want, whatever the industry needs you want to pursue in upcoming challenges, and whether you are designing or whether you are developing a project for any hackathon, any kind of projects and any kind of internship, or even your startup working with your job, any kind of project, there are some basic principles you have to follow, and it eventually tends to you towards a great product and great achieving impactful product. I say impactful product in the future. So this is about me. So like you can ping me any kind of the UX questions. This is not just a session. Okay, this is not just a session. I'm not going to uh, getting only the sliding all of the presentation or not, but we have I have planned some of the good activities. So that activities are going to straightforward in the mind, and will break down every each and every concept and the superstitions which are going in the industry about the UI UX. So let's dive into it, right? Okay, cool. So what do you see, guys? Okay, many people are like eh, eh, first thing first. Not every designer is a UX designer, and not every UX designer, UI UX designer, is not a graphic designer, guys. Okay, so let me define the terminology for you guys. Okay, what is UX? Oh, according to you, let me just check the audience is like not sleeping or what. Tell me one thing. What is UI and what is UX in just one word? Okay, I'm checking up with the what we see is UI. Okay, other people, like, come on, user interface and user experience. Cool, it's perfect. Ronak, good. Interactive designing. Okay, interactive experience. Like Nishant, Nishant has possibly given the like 90% correct answer. But the UI, like what you see and what you experience using the product. Good, good. Abhishek, you're 100% cool. Shreyas, UI deals with what we see, UX deals with what you don't see the research in the back end. Correct, Shreyas. Yeah. The front end of any software. It's kind of front end, Prahlad, but it's there. The front end terminologies are very different from the UX terminologies. So okay, so you guys are pretty aware about the UI UX, like what is UX and what is UI. Let me tell you about like what are the basic terminologies are that you're seeing this meme, right? So what do you see in that? Like if you can unmute yourself, is this allowed or what? If you can unmute yourself, you can just explain me the meme. Can you unmute? I'll just be sharing the access with anyone. Just raise your hand and I'll give you the access. Or you can just unmute yourself. Anyone who wants to like explain this meme?
Can I?
Yeah, sure. So who's this? Can you please speak up your name, please?
Okay, myself Shreyas.
Cool.
I'm a guest over here.
Hi,
So this
Shreyas.
meme, this meme tells us about the parents which have this hanging thing over the child. Okay, and they see it and they say we love it. Okay, from the upside. But for the child, it is just looking at the asses of these animals, and that's the UX
Yeah,
of it. That is the basically meme. It's a naughty one. Uh, this that's for my side. Okay.
yeah. It's a pretty. Thank you so much, Shreyas. It's amazing. Thank you so much. So what is the crux of this meme, guide? Okay. So see, these parents, like let us assume these parents are your managers, okay, product managers, developers, and other stakeholders you and other problem statement you are dealing with. Okay, whatever the product and whatever I see all the project as a product. Okay, so whenever I'm using the word product, you assume product is, for example, an application or a website or solution to a problem you are solving for. Okay, product is equal to that. So these parents are something like your product managers, your stakeholders, the problem state, the person who is developing something, the developers, the backenders, engineers, and everyone. But and this small child is user. Okay, the small child is user. So the product you are designing for is for users, right? Not for the developers, not for the design, not for the designers, and not for the stakeholders you have to deal with. Okay. So whatever the product you have to design, you have to keep in mind what are the user interactions is going with them, what are the user empathy behind that, and how user is going to react that stuff. That's simple. It's not about like I like the black color and stakeholders want the like blue color or what, but the main motto of the application or main motto of the product is designing a food application. So while designing a food application, what what thoughts you have to consider of, you have to discuss the color psychology, you have to see the fonts that appealing, you have like see if you anyone guys like imagined or thought about why the Swiggy and Zomato applications are red and like orange stuff, because these colors psychologically tends to increase your hunger. Whenever you see the application, whenever see the notification of the application, you find yourself hungry. Even if you munched the chip of snacks 15 minutes ago, still you're feeling hungry. And whether you're feeling hungry, you'll feel like, okay, I just opened the Swiggy. I don't care about what are the coupons you're getting. I just want to grab something and eat something. And that's what the color psychology do. Okay. So whatever the product and whatever the project you are designing for, you have to keep in mind what is user, who is your user, and how he's going to react with that. And that's what UI UX terminology. UI, what is UI? UI is UI design involves. I'll just unpack you for that. UI design involves creating a visual, interactive elements of product, including buttons, icons, typography, color scheme, which I said earlier. What is the main goal of the UI here is the goal is to create a visually appealing and intuitive interface that guides the user through the product. Okay. And that's what the UI part does. The UI part is only for the creating beautiful designs. Okay. Creating appealing designs, the icon and typography. You get typography. What is the like? What is your favorite font? Okay. Tell me. What is your favorite font, right? Tell me what is your favorite font. Google people are using like Open Sans. There are multiple fonts. Okay. Ronak has a different font which I have never. Yeah, Poppins is familiar to me right now. Roboto, yeah, it's commonly used. Roboto and iOS has a different. Okay, can anyone tell me what font I have used in this current PPT? Montserrat. Can anyone guess? You have seen? No, no. Poppins, no. Sans serif, no. Tell me, I'll just see this. You can you are familiar with it. No, not a Arial. You are familiar with the iOS. So let me tell you, the font I have used in this PPT is SF Sans. The SF Sans is official. Yes, Nishan, 100%. Yeah. So SF is official font of iOS design systems. So there are several design systems are popularly used in the design industry. The iOS design system, the Material design system you heard of, the Airbnb design system you heard of. So these are the design systems, typography, buttons, how the button should how button should react, how button should animate, how button should prompt the any toast or any kind of things. These all the terminologies and all the processes comes in the UI perspective. UI stands for user interface. How the user is going to interact with your product is pretend, and it is simple called as UI, is user interface. My favorite part. Okay, UI, like let's see guys. Okay, anyone in the application, you are seeing my uh, screen, right? Okay. So see, so I have randomly created a frame. Okay. Let me just add a phone frame. Okay. I have randomly added a frame. Is my screen visible, guys? You can unmute yourself and tell me. You can assist me, please.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Can you see? I have added like I have added the screen one. So this one screen and this is one screen. So I have added some image here. I have added some of the text here. Okay, random, no color psychology, no things, nothing. So this is also called a UI. Okay, this is also called a UI. The main motive of the thing, and here I have used this here. Okay, and this is also a UI. Okay, so the basic thing is in UI, anyone can anyone can design a specific, even developers. eh, There are some developers, there are some teams I have seen. There are only developers, there are front end and back end developers, but the design part is uh, only done by the front end team, right? Eh, You have done it before, okay, guys. You have made a team of 4 people, and but you haven't in, recruited someone in your team to specially design the application, right? You haven't yet, I guess. Okay, but some people might. So the most of the UI part is done by the front end developers itself while creating a website or into any product. But those are not the UI designers. They are just going to fill some colors. They are just going to fill some of the animations, but they haven't created any kind of psychology and any kind of research behind that. Why the color should use? Why the specific color should we use? Why the specific font we use? How the interaction going to work? These are not done by the front end developers, and they can't. There are some specific cases, like if anyone has a good designing skills, what is there are some examples in good and bad designs we'll discuss later. But if anyone here, front end developers has like quite ability to design the system. So that's what the whole part come in the UI. Okay, let's move forward with the UX. What is UX? It's the best part, and I'm the more fond of the UX itself. Like I'm good at UI, but I'm best at UX. Okay, and UX, what UX does is, like, I'll just what do we say? UX stands for user experience, and UX design is the process of creating seamless user experience that meets the needs and expectations of the target audience. And it and encompasses the entire process of a user interaction with the product, from their first impression to the final outcome. Okay, guys, let us take the example. Okay, you are designing a NFT application. Okay, let's take a simple example. Can anyone tell me the example of the any kind of application you can? Um, is my voice clear? Hello.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, cool. So
Still, Devendra, you can check it once, like check your connection once for.
okay, just checking one. Now it's clear.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, let's set GPay, right? So we have a GPay application. Let you have developers and designers team with you, and you have to design a Google Pay specifically for Gen Z audience. Like Gen Z audience are ones who are born after 2000, like 5. These are the Gen Z audience. itself. So you have to use the colors according to the Gen Z user. Okay. So what Gen Z users want? Gen Z users want funky colors. They are more colors in the color perspective. They want more funky designs. They want more like more funky fonts, for example. Okay, they have a different perspective than other audience. Okay, if you if you just target that specific audience, they have totally different perspective to use the specific application from others. Okay, so if you say in the Gen Z, you have two users. Okay, and the product you have to use, the product you have to design and develop is for the Gen Z. So if you take an Gen Z user application to the he navigate the person. Okay, so what he see, what he's going
तुम
to see?
लोगों के लिए
Okay, there are so
क्लियर है
dark
आवाज?
colors. Hello.
It's
Yes, it's
breaking.
breaking. It's breaking quite a lot of times now.
Yeah, from my side or what? From my
Yes,
side?
David. Yes, Devinder, from your side.
Okay, okay. Let me just. Should I rejoin? I'll just rejoin it. Okay. Wait. I'll change the connection. Audible or what? Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
And my
Yes, you are
screen is
audible.
visible.
No, your
No.
screen is
Just
visible.
visible, na? Right. Let's see. Reshare it. Okay, I should reshare it. Okay. So where I was. So whenever you are going to share, like there are two persons. Okay, the a first one's like Mr. Shreyas age is 18 and Mr. Ajay's age is 50, and you have designed a specific application GPay for the target audiences are Gen Z. It might be Shreyas, but you have given the same application to the Mr. Ajay, who is aged 50, what user experience he feels. Okay, he'll see the application and he'll see, oh, there are so many dark colors. Okay, there are so funky animations. I can see the small font. How to like pay the how to scan these things, how to pay this thing. These kind of problems the 50-year-old person will might face. But at the same time, if you if you test the same application with the Shreyas, who is Gen Z, he know how it works. He'll definitely uh, he will definitely passes through all the tests. Okay, right? And that's where UX is UX the, their UX what we need in the our product. Okay, so what is the basic information we need for the UX? We have to clear out the all the possible outcomes for the specific users target audience in our project. So if this session is under the solution challenge, and while you are participating in the solution challenge, there are some of the problem statements you might face, and the problem statement you have to follow the steps which targeted audience you are solving for. So the any kind of problem and any kind of solution you are solving, you have to must think of that users who is going to uh, who is going to use your product efficiently, and he's going to encourage other people's to products to other people's to use your application, right? So that's what we the UX in our projects need. Okay, specific targeted audiences. So why the UX need, what is the like what UX does in our project? If you see in the meme, this is a beautiful bottle of sauce, bottle of ketchup here, and there is a faggy and a fatty bottle of ketchup. But what is the main craft of this? This is the steel bottle, and uh, you cannot spread the sauce and your sausages because of this. The bottle is so hard. Bottle is so hard, it cannot be used. But inside this bottle is in plastic bottle, so you can squeeze it and you can easily use your sauces in your favorite dish. And that's what UX does. It whether your user interface and UI is so beautiful, but it's worthless and it's useless if if the user cannot see his purposes, user cannot use it anymore. You have designed a beautiful icons, you have designed a beautiful color schema, you have designed a beautiful everything is beautiful, but user aren't able to uh, finish a simple task. What's point of that user interface, right? And that's where the UX is come. Okay, so what UX does is it enhances the user satisfaction. You see, guys, there are so many best examples of the user experiences product. You can use Spotify, you can see the GPay, you can see the WhatsApp, you can see the best example is the Instagram. How Instagram play with us with their psychology, how their algorithm works. These are the algorithms are set by the user experiences, guys. The it might developed by the developers, but these all the researches and all the algorithm done by the UX designers. Okay, so okay, there is a question from, let's see. Prahlad, how is UX planned if the product has diverse age of users, like both young and old guys using the product? Then how is from them? That's what we okay. So there is a simple. This is the simple dish. So let's see, guys. Okay, nowadays let's take an example of the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is used by WhatsApp is used by us, and WhatsApp is still used by our parents also, right? WhatsApp is used by us and WhatsApp is used by parents also. Plus, similarly, WhatsApp is also used by our grandparents also. So you are the WhatsApp is something is expanding the lifespan of the whole age product. Okay, so how WhatsApp is doing that? Okay, WhatsApp is not focused on the Gen Z or any kind of any particular. They have wide range of the ages, so they have used simple they have used a simple UI. Okay, you can see the fonts easily. You can there are greeneries over there. There are intuitive. Okay, there are some. These are the easy to use. Okay, so these are the navigations used in the WhatsApp are so simple, easy to understand. So anybody can, even if they are those are the 30-year-old child, or these are the users are the 70-year-old person, he can navigate the whole application without any hesitation and without any confusion. And that's what solve the UX problem. So while with the comeback with the Prahlad question, while designing for the largest span of the age groups, you have to make sure that every single age group person can navigate your application easily, and that's where comes the accessibility. And I'll talk about the accessibility in upcoming presentation. But let's just talk about the UX. Okay, let me finish this one. So what UX does is enhance the user satisfaction. Okay, you you have to design the application in a way that user has to come again and again in your application and do the same process and again, and that what UX does. Okay, so enhances user satisfaction, improves usability. Okay, so there so see in this process, like in this terminology, usability is best thing. Okay, So whenever you are designing any kind of project, so usability is that thing you should focus on. Okay, so that's what I've explained earlier, and I'll examine again. If you have designed a beautiful UI, but it's none of the usable, none of the user, any user cannot understand any kind of feature over there, it's useless. User can download your application for the design. User can download your application. He'll navigate with through your application or the product, and later on he'll he'll uninstall the application and he'll just spread away of that. Okay, so improve the usability by using the UX terminologies. You can improve the usability and the user base in your application. जो पहले एप्लीकेशन आप 100 यूजर्स के लिए यूज करने वाले थे, वो सेम एप्लीकेशन आफ्टर यूजेबिलिटी टेस्टिंग एंड यूएक्स को टर्मिनोलॉजीज को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद में सेम एप्लीकेशन यू कैन use made usable for thousands and millions of the users. Okay, best cheese supports business goal. Okay, so see, the UX needs, like any kind of the project, you have to set up some of the business goals. Okay, and that kind of business goals are most important to run your businesses. आपने काफी you have designed a best UI, you have done the research UX, but you are not earning from that kind of that product. So how your business is going to survive? And that specific terminology is also provided by the UX. You have to keep in mind while designing any kind of product. So okay, the UI is good, UX is good, it's intuitive, it's usable, it's accessible. Let's figure out how we can earn money from that. How our business going to expand by this year? So you have to trick something. You have to engage users in your application. Let me tell you small example. Okay, so there is Instagram. Okay, Instagram has beautiful UI. Instagram has beautiful and well-researched UX, and Instagram has an algorithm to back off for their business goal. The more you use the Instagram and the like TikTok, he's just playing with your mind and psychology. You have to just scroll reels and reels again and again. He's playing with you. The more time you spend in Instagram, the more money the Instagram will earn, and that was the simple logic behind the UX. While designing the product, you have to support the business goal while designing the application. Okay, and where that's where the UX stands. Okay, so is there any question till now? You can unmute yourself and tell. Okay, is there any question right now? You got to know what is UI and what is UX.
Yes.
Anyone has questions? You can drop in the chat box also. No? Cool. Let's move further. So, okay, Dave, like you're saying, okay, Dave, we have discussed like what is UX and why it is important. We have to do this and this, but I'm designing a product. So, what are the basic design principles we have to follow while designing my product? I have some idea, I have some business reference, and I have some startup idea. I have to design the specific things to impress my stakeholders, yet it's useful for the users. So, Dave, tell me, what are the basic design sprints we have to follow while designing a project? Thus, this is the ideal UX design process while designing any kind of product. It may be a digital product, or it's specifiedly in digital products, but there are other different products we use in our day-to-day life, but there are different emojis in there. So let's discuss about design process. First, initial exploration. Okay, so let's take a scenario. Mr. Prahlad has a startup idea. Okay, XYZ startup idea Mr. Prahlad has, and he came to he gathered some group, and there are designers, developers, and everyone, the stakeholders, and everyone, financiers. And Prahlad said, "Hey guys, I have a good design. Like I have a good startup idea. So this is the idea. What is your thought on that? Okay. So the ideation level where it comes. Okay. So the Prahlad has proposed one idea to the others, and they are discussing. You have followed. I guess you have followed this the sketch and analyze part of the design process till now. I'll just simplify that for you. So, Mr. Prahlad has started ideating the process. Okay, so I have to. My idea is to create a food delivery application. This is the cool. In this current now, this there is no other application. Let's take a scenario. Okay, there is no other application who is going to provide a food delivery. There is other restaurants, and they're combining. We have a delivery partners who pick up the product and pick up the dishes and going to order to the users, and will earn money from the like from the restaurants plus users also, and we are going to pay to the these are the first ideation process to the Prahlad. Second, there is person Mr. Ajay from the Prahlad's team. Prahlad's team's okay. Mr. Ajay said, okay, Prahlad, this is a great idea, by the way. Okay, we can work on that. But what if that user has don't want to order the food? You, what are the challenges we are going to face? What are the is there any competitor in our field are going to carry the same kind of product? Is there any kind of things? So these are the research of the market and competition. So, so Mr. Prahlad had ideation. Mr. Prahlad has started the process of ideation, and Mr. Ajay has started the research and market process of the competition. These are all the design process, guys. Mr. Ajay and Mr. Prahlad are not the designers yet, but they are the part of the design process. Okay, Mr. Prahlad and Mr. Ajay is not a designers yet, but these are the those people are the part of the design process. So Mr. Ajay goes to the market, he'll search out the account aggregators, he'll see the restaurants, he makes some guides, and he'll make some of the research. He made some of the competitors, how the competitors are performing, what we can we what are the features and what are the things we can include more other than our competitors. These are the second step of the ideation process. Okay, in till the second step, we have enough data. We have enough data to idealize and visualize our product. While Mr. Prahlad and Ajay has collected all the data, Mr. Prahlad has ideated the thing. So he has the initial visual skills. He has the initial tick. Okay, the main menu he has going to this. Now we have other team members also. We'll gather together. Okay, and we'll discuss this thing. Okay, so according to the Mr. Ajay's report, these are the features we have to include in our application. Okay, everyone agrees that. Okay, and now the part comes three: sketch, analyze, and repeat. Okay, so what we have done in first step, we have initial exploration done with the initial exploration. We have researched the market, what are the competitors and what are the other things. According to that, we have uh, started to adding features. So these features are discussed with the designers. Okay, hey Dave, we have to design this. So I'll ask you the questions to Prahlad. What is the idea? What are the research, market research? Okay. So the both combination of these peoples, I'll get the results and say, okay, these are the features we have to implement in our application. Okay. So book, like go to the restaurant, select dishes, complete payment, uh, like also after that, select delivery partner, pick up delivery. After that, like map section. After the order, delivery, rate, and purchase have. So there is other scenarios over there. There is if product wants to get the cash on delivery, so the seamless product is going to have But if he wants to pay earlier, so we have to apply the authentication payment gateway over there. So we have these are all the sketches and final things we are going to idealize in third step. We have to sketch what we are going to sketch in the sketch program. We are just going to take the one paper, pen and paper, we just write it down things, designing the screens, and any kind of, there is no limitation of the you have to like circles and anymore. So these are the sketches and analyze every project. I recommend you guys don't design direct things. I've seen some designers. I've seen some of the early designers who, whenever he get the problem set, when he directly start with the UI design, he directly start to create a UI login design. But these are not the proper steps. If you follow the proper steps and proper process, you'll get the better design outcomes after that. Sketches are done. We know what are the features we want to implement. Everything is done. First step. First step is design and test with wireframes and prototypes. Okay. So what in the design format, we have to select the color palette. We have to take out the font requirements. We have to check up the basic layouts. We have to ideate things about the product. We have to design a complete flow, like when user is going to do this. These are the user flows. Okay, user flows, let me tell you the like example of the user flows. Okay, we have this activity over here. So okay, is the screen visible to everyone? Okay, let me just create a fixed jump file. Okay, let's create a new fixed jump file. We'll just, is my screen visible to everyone? Is my screen visible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay, and my screen is visible, right? Okay.
Yes.
So the user flows. Like let me tell you about the user flows. So what is the user flow? So firstly, create the idea. User. Okay, this is our user. We have to design for this user. For the first step, this is the only small part of the product I'm going to showcase you. Okay, we have the Mr. Prahlad wants to develop an the application for the users who can get their delivery, like Zomato delivery application, like Zomato, Swiggy. So task, first user flow. While let's take a task. This task is here is user is ordering food from XYZ restaurant. This is the task for the user. Okay, this task for the user. Now, what first I want your help, guys, to create this one. So what is the first step user is going to do? Anyone can unmute and tell him. Those who are like creating the UI UX stuff, I'll just tell you, please contribute in that. It will really beneficial for you guys. So the question is, what is the first step the user is going to do? Login. Forget about login. Okay, application starts from the main screen. Okay, the search for the food. Okay, so we have search for the food. Okay, while they're searching for the food, he has searched for the food, and okay, okay, he has searched for the application. Okay, search for the food. He has explored the dishes and selected one dish that is biryani. Okay, he explored a thing that is biryani. Now he selected a dish, biryani. He selected biryani and added coupons if available. Okay, available coupons are okay. He selected the coupons. Okay, he see the ratings. After that, he decided to cash on delivery. He proceeds to check out and selects cash on delivery. But here is a catch. He can also select the pay through GPay. Okay, he can select it. These are the scenarios you have to take care of. You have to see, you have to design for every possible possible outcomes the user is going to. If he wants to COD, there is a process. Okay, he wants to cash on delivery. Okay, restaurant confirms order, start cooking, started cooking. Till then, search for delivery partner. Okay, while the restaurant is cooking the meal, we are delivery partners are arrived. Delivery partner has arrived and picked up the order. Pick up the order, left restaurant and heading towards user user home. Okay, now what he's going to do, uh, user will see map, user will see the location of what they say, like order delivery guy. And while the user has selected, let's just skip the internal part and delivery done. Let's assume delivery has done. So this is the one flow. Okay, guys, this is the one flow you have to take care while design. There are multiple flows. Let's say I'm just taking the example. Well, the GPay done, like payment done. Okay, and the product goes with this thing. Okay, so this is the one scenario has come where even if order has cancelled and delayed, there are multiple screens. So these are the user flows you have to take care of. Okay, we have done the designs, we have created. So in the design process, there are high fertility designs and the low fertility designs. Okay, let me tell you one thing. So there are two types of design sims. Okay, first is hi-fi designs, high fertility designs. And sec, second is low fertility design, and third is mid fertility design. I'm telling you the example of that. Okay, let's take a frame and we'll see it low-fi designs, low fertility designs. In the low fertility designs, you have to just take care of the features you are going to provide, and you have to visualize what are the images and what are the things we are going to use. Let's say in the low fertility design, I'm going to like I'm designing a login screen. So this is the illustration. Okay. We have the phone number and OTP and submit button. Okay. Like you can write the things up. Like you can write the things like login, like put submit button, and let's say phone number. Okay. OTP. So in the lo-fi system, in the lo-fi design system, this is the illustration. Okay. In the lo-fi system, you have to just visualize and ideate the things where where is phone number prompt is going to, where is to OTP is going, and how is going to be a submit button. In the mid-fi system, you have to explain the lo-fi terms better. So here in the US, in the low like mid-fi, here is the mid-fi system. Mid-fi system. Okay. Mid-fi system. Here is the mid-fi system. So I'll just illustration, whatever the illustration is, whatever the illustration is going to do. Okay. And illustration. After that, we'll take the this thing boxes, boxes, boxes. So these kind of the mid-fi system. And they had a hi-fi system. There are hi-fi systems where we have to colorize all the things. We have to like uh, add the illustration. We have to colorize these things, and we have to add the icons and everything. These are the hyper systems. There are iterations of the system: low fertility wireframes, mid fertility wireframes, and the hi-fi design systems. After that, there are, you have created a design systems and you have created the wireframes and prototypes. Prototype is something uh, you have to like animate that, and you can use that stuff. Okay. After that, there is a fifth step is develop and implement UI. So that's what coders does. The most part of the coding is in the fifth stuff. Fifth step is to code stuff. Okay. So the UI, your high-fi utility designs will go to the front end developers, and they'll implement that. The back end developer will done the work, and at the end of the fifth step, will get the product, whatever the designs you have designed, implemented by the front end developers, and after that you'll get the final product. And second is evaluate the for quality and compatibility. What is this means? This means the the design you have created for the designers, whether whether the front end developers has implemented the same UI you have designed for. Because some kind of the what the commonly does is you have like designed for the you have done the designs, like for example you have done a button, colored a button black, and the front end developer implemented that to a white. That's the error prompt, and that's all the evaluation done in the sixth step. Okay. And that's what the whole process, design process. First, initial exploration, where Mr. Prahlad has ideation process. Mr. Ajay has done the research and marketplace. Me, Dev, has created sketch, analyzed it, designed it, created wireframes, and hand over to the Abhishek, who is front end and back. Like he is the leader of the development team, and development stage started working. After that, if I have they've have evaluated the product, whether it needs, it matches the user, and it matches the, like what do we say, it matches the design perspective or not. And after that it rolls out for the user. So while designing the product, what I said is, what are the basic design principles you should follow while designing any product? You have to make sure whatever the product you are designing, it's clear. It should follow the clarity. Okay. It should clear. Any you can't use the low like what do we say, the low pixel images, you have to clear HD, you have to create the HD quality images, you have to create inclusive interaction process, you have to use innovative fonts that can users can see. Okay, you have to create the specific font size for that. So you have to make sure the whatever the design you have made is clear to the audience, just clear to the users. Whatever you are designed for, it's clearly to visible and it's simple. Consistency. Consistency is something most of the junior designers and like my fellow designers are lacking in there. If there are multiple screens you are designs, but you have to make the consistent button and consistency of the colors in every design. It's not like that you have designed the X thing in design one and you have changed the complete design in the second screen. That's not how it works. You have to stay consistent by your design, and that should follow in your design principle, basic design principle. It should usable. I have discussed earlier. It should use every application and any product should usable. There should functionality. Whatever the design you have designed, like whatever the design we are going to develop, it should functional. Okay, no necessary cross functioning, no error prompts. You have to create a seamless UI for the you have to create a seamless UX experience for the developers, so for the users. Accessibility, what I've discussed earlier. Even if it really don't care if you are it really don't care if your application is uh, most UI, like your application is your most beautiful in the UI perspective, but it isn't accessible to the users, it can't get it. Okay, so mate is more accessibility. Empathy, be a user while designing the application, be a perfect companion of the user, talk with them, uh, tell tell them how the principle works, what you are solving for, take their advices and make the product uh, as a user. Make the empathy is most important. Okay, be the user while designing any kind of product. Next thing is simplicity. You have to keep this simple. There are some things where you have to use the funky designs and you have to create a unbelievable user interactions, but uh, try to make the things is usable, simplified. Okay, uh, as the more accessible and more simple is the product is used to the users, it's more going to viral and it's more going to user used by the users. Okay, next thing is feedback to the users. Whatever the designs you are going to do, so you have to clear out the confirmation messages while you are designing the login screens. Okay, OTPs has been done. Okay, and you have clicked on submit button. After that, you will get prompt. Hey, you have logged successfully. Verification successful. And that what the prompt is. The OTP verification is successful. It is the feedback to the user. You have to tell them whatever the process you have done is done, and it is done by the user. It's successful. These kind of stores notifications are the done by the are completed the feedback to the user. So whether you are designing any kind of application, make sure you are giving the feedback to the user any with the respective things. Okay, so it's for you guys. Okay, let's try identify good and bad design. Okay, so you can unmute yourself or you can go with the chat box and tell me which is the good and bad designs. Okay, let's go. First, this is design A and this is design B. Which design is good or bad? Hello, am I audible? अरे यार, whatever. Okay, cool. cool. So my bad. But वहां पे लिखा है गुड और बैड, मैं फिर आपको बता देता हूँ. देखो यहाँ पे इन्होंने बता दिया है, यहाँ पे इन्होंने बता दिया कि कहाँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ही उन्होंने Gmail का अकाउंट जो है वो अच्छे से नहीं डाला है, he'll get the error prompt right front of him that oops, this doesn't look like a valid email address. Try adding @ before the domain name accepted. For example, he adds the link so he can see the emails example. So this is the good example. In here, the user has like prompted the wrong email ID, but he'll get too confused while seeing this thing. Validation from format doesn't match the database. What is this? Okay, so this is the example of bad design. Second one. So this is in the card format. Okay, A is the good design because it's a card format. There are separated three things. First, the headline, which is prompting the task. What is the main goal of this thing? To create a new job. So there is the information about what is this prompt is about. There is a CTA. CTA is call to action. This is so here in the CTS there is main difference. If you want, there is the main difference in here. So if he clicks on the create, he'll get to the next process. In this terms, he cannot distinguish with the create where he should click or not, whether what is the purpose of the he has to spend more he has to spend more time, more seconds in this design to ideate and design to think what is this design, what this is mean. Okay, and that's what is the example of the bad design here. Okay, what is the good design and what is the bad design? Okay, B is correct answer. B looks good. Okay, because B in A he wants email ID. We done that. He wants password, but he has done the CTA 3 times. We don't know. We have to log in here, sign up, or forgot password. What if we have to? But here CTA and a secondary button has a difference. एनी अगर किसी ने आंख बंद करके किसी ने देखकर भी नहीं किया, click on this login में button, there is a difference in forgot password, sign up and the login, and that's what the sign of the good design. And the what the user think, it's more important to design, and that what should you should follow in your design. Okay, so if you guys are ready to the activities or what we Miss Jasmine, what is your thought on the creating the activity or what? Or we have enough time? Are
Um,
we run out of time?
yes, we are running a bit late, but if students are ready to do the activity, we can, of course, have it. What do you guys
Okay,
think?
if you want guys activity, just simple activity, I'll share the design link with you, and you can go and let's start with the design system. Okay, okay, cool.
We can just have it quickly, Devendra.
Yes, it's just simple, fast as that. I'm sharing the design edit link in the chat box. Guys, join the Figma. Don't okay. I've shared the edit link. Come here. Come in the design system. Cool. Log in while doing that. Don't edit anything. Cool. Uh, Neeraj Kumar has joined us. So I'm creating a frame for the everyone. Okay. I'm just adding the name. Okay.
Devendra, I have a quick question. I'm not a designer. Can I participate in the activity?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Cool.
The people who haven't logged in, please log in and join so uh, I can see your name. So please log in. Okay. So this frame is for, I have added a new frame. This is for Neeraj. Okay, you have to copy this. These are the frames for you. Okay, these are the frames for you. You can start design, and we have a time limitations of 10 minutes. No, don't hesitate about the any kind of element or anything. These are the for the Neeraj. These are for Ketan. Please guys come with log in and come, because if you can't log in, I can't like see your names over here. These are the for the Ketan, right? Ketan, I've sorry, Kavan. Okay, Kavan is good name. Kavan. Guys, you can unmute yourself and you can talk to us. If you have any question, you can. Okay. Kavan has. Let me tell you, I'm going to start your time. Okay. You can just set up the things. Komal. We have a Komal. Guys, join everyone. It's a great opportunity for you to showcase your design skills. Okay. Sarang. If anyone left, please unmute yourself and tell me. Who is left? Who is left? Who is left? Jazz.
Devendra,
Yes.
we have to design UI design, right? In that.
Yes. Yes. You have to design a login flow for the store application. So where you have to create a one or onboarding screen. I'll just text it. One onboarding screen. Onboarding screen. After that, you have to create login with OTP and OTP successful message. Cool. Nice, guys. Nice. Who left? Who left? Guys, tell me. Join the design. See your designers are going to do the stuff. Like, see, this is how cool is this? Okay. So your time starts now. You have 10 minutes. In 8:28, we'll stop the designing and I'll. Abhishek, you have joined. Okay, I'll just create the. Abhishek. I'll just add Abhi. Don't worry about colors. You are free to choose any color, everything. Abhishek, I have added the frames for you.
Devendra, is it like the file is shared for view only to us?
No, it's our editable. Okay,
Is
okay,
it
okay.
editable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because
let
I
me just.
cannot edit it.
Okay, I'll just re okay. I guess I have shared the uneditable file.
You can change it above, like anyone with the link can edit.
Yeah,
It is below
thank
send
you.
invitation.
Thank you. Shina, I have given the everyone to the access. Please tell me, is it editable now?
Yeah, now it is editable.
Yes, cool. Now you 8:20. Your time starts now. Just add the names of the people who is working here. Neeraj Kumar, Pawan Bhatt. Who who hasn't the frames? Please tell me. I'll just add the frames for you guys. Last for Nishant, you have your screens right? Yes or no? I guess Nishant. Cool. Vipul, you don't have the screens, right? You want the screens? Cool. This is something great. Everyone is rushing with the time. 3 minutes are done. It's cool to see the cursors over there. Guys, if you have any questions, I'll be helping out you. Hello everyone. Any problems so far? Sigma got hands, yeah. 5 minutes left. Sneak into Neeraj. I guess Kavan has left with us the challenge. Everyone is doing so great. I've seen a lot of courses are hanging down. Harshali, I guess you haven't like you don't have the screen, right? 8 people saw him here in the Figma file. Three minutes left, guys, for your activity. Two minutes. If you want, I can give you 5 minute extension. Just tell me in the chat box or cool. You'll get extra 5 minutes more to complete your design. After that, we'll review it and we'll just complete that and we'll give some Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Neeraj has some advantage. Till then, tell me, guys, if you have any questions, I can just answer your questions, and after that, we'll review it and we'll wrap up the thing. Design something. Tell me. Do you have any questions, guys? I see 20 participants over here. No, you don't have any questions yet. Three minutes left, guys. Two minutes left. I just did the covering. Can you save? And I just did it. Let's see. I can edit in 2 minutes if I want. One minute left.
Time's up.
1 minute left. Yes, it's time's up. And time's up, time's up, time's up. Let me see the designs. Let me see the designs. In Meet, you can see my designs, right? You can see my screen, right? Okay, you can see my designs, right? Okay. So Neeraj Kumar has done impressive thing. Uh, he has done excellent thing. He has added the colors. He just created a group. It's very good. He he has created the okay, cool. As the time's concerned, Neeraj Kumar has done the specific thing. Like it's too good. Kudos to you, Neeraj Kumar. Very good. After that, we have like Kevin. Like he left after the section. He has created the section. Komal has created the section, but Okay. Okay. Komal, you have to stick with the designs. Like you don't have to create the sections in the designs. You can create the groups or the components. Plus, you have to consistent with like frames. The frame size has to be consistent. Next, we have Sarang. Sarang has created the login logo. He has included logo. It's good thing. User ID, password. It's cool. Sarang has created one screen. It's pretty good. Jasmine has welcome to the flower shop. Next, okay. If we don't need a button in the onboarding screen, he just prompts in the login screen. Okay, that's phone number one. Okay, enter OTP. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Abhishek has created a profile and explore section too, and the rest of things are good. Everyone can see this OTP. He has also added the prompt as OTP sent successfully. You can just rewrite that resend so user can resend it. Thank you so much for you guys joining this file, and this is such a good in this in such a short time span we have learned the like basics of the UX. We don't even focus in the UI part of the product. And, we I don't introduce you with the Figma, but still you have made such a good thing in this new software. Kudos to you. Kudos to your learning. I hope everyone will enjoy the design process. I'll add some of the design links for you to. I'll give to the Jasmine so she can share with you the design resources for you so you can learn the design systems and everything. I'll just close this things. Okay, activity has done, and the winner of the activity is Neeraj Kumar. Neeraj, are you there? Yay. Neeraj, are you there? Cool. Yay. It was really great, guys. So let's go with the next thing. We'll just wrap up. It's 8:39. It's 2 hours. We have like done doing this thing. If you have any questions, you can ask, or you can just follow me on the LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. You can just read my articles on the Medium, so I can see you guys, and let's see how it goes. Let's discuss design. So you can follow me on the LinkedIn. There is a link tree. If you link tree, it's devfriday.design, or you can email me at devfriday.design@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining, guys. It's over to you, Jasmine.
Devendra, there's a question in the chat box.
Okay.
Kevin has a question for UI UX design beginners. How many minimum case studies should be there in the portfolio, and what are the most important things which must be included in portfolio?
Okay. So for the beginner UX designers in his portfolio, there are mainly three case studies are enough to create a good impact with for the recruiters. The three case studies are enough. Like one, if you are focusing with the application, so you have to create two case studies on the application and one case studies for the web app website project. Okay, so three case studies are enough to showcase, but you can experiment things on the VROS like variables or the design system like sorry the ATM designs are for you are if you are focusing on the product design side. Also and the important thing you have to create like in the recruiters in the case studies mainly recruiters see how you approaches to the problem to the solution. So you have to follow the some of kind of steps. You have to follow the design process. You have to include the wireframes, you have to include the user research, you have to include the user personas, what are your users, and how you are tackling with them. You have to add the features. It's good to add a prototype. It's good to add explanatory video of your case study in in your case study, about your case study, like how you approach to the designs and how you are going to solve the problem. And that these are the most important things that you should work in your portfolio. Yeah, right. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so much.
guys, do we have any other questions?
You can unmute yourself, guys, and we can just hear. Okay,
I
I guess
guess there
these
are
people
no
are
more
tired. Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. Okay, I guess we had the best 2 hours of designing. Like I never used Figma for the first 5 minutes. I was not even able to find the component or the text. So it was great working first time on Figma file. So thanks for this experience, Devendra. Thanks for enlightening us with your knowledge today. And thanks to all the participants for sticking with us for 2 hours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Like we can officially end this meeting here. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
just uh, stop recording.